Imagine your phone rings, and the caller ID shows your own number. You might shrug it off as a glitch, but for some, it's the first sign of a deeper threat. Hackers can exploit hidden weaknesses in the global telecom network to access your device. No malware, no suspicious links, no physical proximity required. This isn't about hacking your phone's software, it's about manipulating the very network your phone trusts. By sending special commands through this network, attackers can redirect your calls and messages, just like rerouting your mail without your knowledge. The first signs are subtle: a missing two-factor code, or a friend receiving a strange text from your number. Because the attack happens at the network level, your phone shows no signs of compromise, no pop-ups, no battery drain, nothing unusual. Meanwhile, your private conversations and data are being siphoned away. The initial shock of seeing your own number call you is just a demonstration. The attacker is showing they can manipulate the network's caller ID. From there, their access can escalate. They can track your location, listen to your calls, and intercept your texts, including sensitive one-time passcodes. This isn't about a virus. It's about exploiting the trust built into our mobile infrastructure. The real danger is that you'll never know it's happening. Your device works as usual, but your privacy is gone. The attacker can be anywhere in the world, and you're left completely unaware. This is the chilling reality of a network protocol flaw. It's not science fiction, it's happening right now. The story often starts small, but the consequences can be huge. Your phone, your data, your identity, all vulnerable, all at risk. And it all begins with a simple, silent knock on your digital door. The question is, how does this attack work, and what can you do about it? Let's pull back the curtain on the system that makes it all possible. The vulnerability at the heart of this attack is called Signaling System Number 7, or SS7. SS7 is the invisible backbone of the global telephone network, connecting carriers and enabling calls, texts, and roaming. Designed in the 1970s, SS7 was built for a world where only trusted telecom giants had access. Security was an afterthought. Everyone on the network was assumed to be trustworthy. Today, that trust is outdated. Access to SS7 can be leased or bought, sometimes through shell companies in countries with weak oversight. Once inside, attackers can send commands that look legitimate, and the network obeys. There's little authentication, no robust checks to verify if a command is real or malicious. This is the door hackers exploit. They impersonate users or networks and manipulate how calls and texts are routed. SS7's age and lack of security make it a prime target. It's not an app or a setting you can change. It's the foundation of how your phone connects to the world, and as long as SS7 is in use, this vulnerability remains open. The next question, why hasn't it been replaced? Let's find out. You might think SS7 is obsolete, but it's still critical. Even with 4G and 5G, new networks must remain compatible with older systems. Your modern phone still relies on SS7 when calling or roaming on legacy networks. Attackers don't need to breach 5G. They can exploit SS7 anywhere in the world, and the commands will reach your carrier. The weakest link in this global chain can compromise even the most advanced devices. Replacing SS7 worldwide is a massive, expensive challenge. Carriers often patch around it, creating a patchwork of old and new tech. As long as backward compatibility is required, SS7 vulnerabilities persist. Attackers know this and exploit it, launching attacks from anywhere, targeting anyone. SS7 is a borderless threat, one that's not going away soon. So how do attackers actually use it? With SS7 access, attackers can remotely hijack your communications. They impersonate key network databases, tricking your carrier into thinking you're roaming on their network. The carrier, trusting the command, forwards your calls and texts to the attacker. The attacker becomes a silent man in the middle, intercepting everything. Calls can be silently monitored. Texts, including two-factor codes, are copied and forwarded. To you, everything seems normal. Calls connect, texts arrive, no obvious delays. The attacker ensures you don't notice, quietly recording everything. Your phone is now a broadcast station for an adversary. All of this happens invisibly, with no warning signs. The attack is remote, hard to trace, and devastatingly effective. But before interception, attackers need to find you. The first step in an SS7 attack is surveillance, locating your device. Attackers send a standard SS7 query, called an anytime interrogation, to find which cell tower your phone is using. With this info, they can pinpoint your location to a city block or building, especially in urban areas. By repeating these queries, they can track your movements in near real time. No GPS tracker needed. Your phone gives no indication it's being tracked. The network sees these as routine requests. This invisible tracking is used by governments, criminals, and private firms alike. For journalists, activists, or executives, the risk is especially serious. The ability to silently monitor someone's every move is a powerful weapon, and it's all possible because of an outdated protocol still running the world's networks. Once your location is known, attackers can intercept your calls and texts. They send an update location command, tricking your carrier into forwarding your traffic to them. Calls are routed through the attacker, who can silently listen in or record. Texts, including two-factor authentication codes, are intercepted and forwarded to you, so you don't suspect a thing. This breaks the security of SMS-based authentication. Your phone number, meant to be a secure identifier, becomes a point of failure. Attackers don't need your passwords, they just control the channel you use to verify your identity. By exploiting SS7's trust, they can access your digital life bank accounts, emails, social media, all without you ever knowing. This is how a network flaw becomes a personal crisis. These attacks aren't just theory, they've happened. In Germany, cybercriminals used SS7 to intercept bank SMS codes and drain accounts, bypassing two-factor authentication. Victims lost money overnight, with no warning. In the US, a congressman's phone was tracked, and calls intercepted by researchers using only his number and SS7 access. Intelligence agencies and authoritarian regimes have used SS7 to monitor dissidents, journalists, and political targets. The flaw isn't just technical, it's a real danger to privacy, finance, and safety. Anyone with a phone is potentially vulnerable. So what can you do to protect yourself? You can't fix SS7 yourself, but you can reduce your risk. Avoid using SMS for two-factor authentication. Use app-based authenticators like Google Authenticator or Authy instead. These apps generate codes on your device, not over the network, so they can't be intercepted. For calls and messages, use end-to-end encrypted apps like Signal or WhatsApp. Even if intercepted, your conversations remain unreadable. Treat your phone number as sensitive. Don't share it unnecessarily. Use virtual numbers for new services to compartmentalize your identity. These steps won't stop all attacks, but they make you a harder target. Ultimately, real protection requires carriers to upgrade their security. Until then, awareness and smart habits are your best defense. SS7 security isn't just a technical issue, it's about privacy and trust in the digital age. Our phones hold our lives, and a flaw this deep affects everyone. Ordinary people, not just politicians or CEOs, are at risk. Carriers must invest in better security, but public awareness and pressure are crucial. We must demand transparency and safer technologies. The fight for secure networks is a fight for our digital safety. This problem won't disappear on its own. As long as SS7 exists, so does the threat. Understanding the risk is the first step. Demanding change is the next. Our privacy is worth defending, at every level, from our pockets to the core of the network.